Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Tuesday. Thank y'all for coming back for our midday pop in. Hey, Sweet Essence and Rose Armstead, my two top flight mods. Thank y'all for being here. And everybody else coming in. We got some good topics, y'all. Ooh, turn that down. All right, let's get into it, y'all, because we got some stuff we got to talk about right quick. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's get into it. Y'all can see going across my screen. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's go. All right, so everybody got the heartbreaking news this morning about D'Angelo. When I tell y'all, I was feeling a little nostalgic now when I heard about it. I said, I hope this is a lie. I think it's been confirmed on every single news outlet that he is indeed gone. We have lost a great one, D'Angelo, okay? Let's go ahead and share so we can talk about that a little bit. Lord, I've been looking at videos and all types of stuff today about D'Angelo, y'all. I was pumping it in the car early and everything. All right, so D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son speaks out after his father's passing, okay? He said, it has been a very rough and a sad year for me. I bet it is. But for one thing that both of my parents taught me was to be strong, okay? But how strong does one have to be? You know what I mean? Jesus, that's a lot for a person to lose their mom and dad within months of the same year. That has to be very hard. So y'all know Angie Stone and D'Angelo shared a son named Micheal, okay? And again, we know that we just lost Angie Stone in March, and here we are now in October, barely in October. And we got the sad news about D'Angelo. So let's go ahead and get into it. D'Angelo and Angie Stone's son is speaking out following the news of his father's death. Now, in a statement, Michael Archer II says that he's devastated by the passing and admits that it's been a rough year for him. He says, as y'all know, his mother, Angie Stone, passed away in March. He says, I'm grateful for your thoughts and prayers during these very difficult times, as it has been a very rough and sad year for me. He says, I ask that you please continue to keep me and your thoughts, as it will not be easy. He says, but one thing that both my parents taught me was to be strong, and I intend to do just that. All right. So y'all have some continued prayers for Angie Stone and D'Angelo's son, Michael, as he gets through this tough year, the holidays, coming up. It's not going to be the same, losing your mom and dad all in the same year within months of each other. So I know he's going through it emotionally, mentally, psychologically. It has to be a lot to have to deal with that. Okay. So prayers for Michael. Let's move on. All right. So I found a video. I don't know if you guys are fans of the Winans. Let me tell y'all something. This song right here, this is probably one of my favorite songs from the Winans. But I found this video where D'Angelo, I'm gonna play just a little bit. If I gotta edit it out, they probably gonna flag it, but I'm still gonna play the shit. In remembrance of D'Angelo. When I tell y'all, even back then, he had a very strong voice. Of course, y'all know all great singers start in church, right? Most great singers start in the church. At 18 years old, D'Angelo, okay, is singing the Winans song Tomorrow in his church. He's on the piano. Very gifted all the way back when he was 18 years old. We're going to look at a little bit of this video in remembrance of D'Angelo, okay? Shout out to Imp Press, okay? Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Let's go. Y'all like that? That's a gift right there. I don't care what nobody say. D'Angelo hit the same notes that Carvin Winans in the song hit. Okay, I'm a huge fan of the Winans. I know every one of them, baby. Yes. So shout out to D'Angelo, man. Rest in peace to D'Angelo. We're celebrating D'Angelo. Man, I don't know what else to say. That was a nice tribute, right? So 18 years old, Michael D'Angelo Archer singing Tomorrow by the Winans in his church, playing the piano and everything. That's a gift. So shout out to him. Shout out to his family. Shout out to his son, Michael. Shout out to everybody that's affected by D'Angelo's loss, and we are going to celebrate D'Angelo all day. Okay, all day. We're gonna talk about D'Angelo and celebrate him all day because we lost a good one. All right, you can't turn on no radio, no soul radio, nothing, honey, and not hear a D'Angelo song today. So if you guys got some D'Angelo music, honey, go in there, dust it off, and go ahead and play it, honey. If it's on the record, tape, I don't give a damn. Go in there and play it, honey, in remembrance of him. Let's send up some love because we know he's in heaven, honey. We know. All right, let's get on past this because we don't want to have no somber, sad moments. Let's get into the mess, okay? Hope y'all enjoyed that selection, honey. I love that song. I love that song. Tomorrow is one of my favorite songs. All right, let's get into it. All right, Nicki Minaj news. All right, Nicki Minaj news. You know she's been fighting for the last few weeks with Cardi B. Ever since Cardi dropped her album, the girls are mad. So Cardi is fighting with just about every female rapper out there. So despite being worth nearly $200 million, they're saying that Nicki Minaj's $20 million LA mansion is at risk of being seized over massive debt owed that she refused to pay. Now, there's a difference between refusing to pay, like you got it and you just refusing to pay for whatever reason, or you just don't have it and they about to take your shit. So let's get into what they're saying here. Shout out to Industry Blitz, okay? Nicki Minaj's Los Angeles mansion is at risk of being sold off to a massive unpaid debt that she and her husband, Kenneth Petty, have refused to pay, according to U.S. Weekly, exclusively reporting. Now, October the 6th, it says that Thomas Wildmuller, who was awarded $503,000 from Minaj, who was 42 years old, and Kenneth Petty, which is 47 years old, in a lawsuit over alleged assault by Petty in 2019, asked the court to order the rapper's home to be sold to help him collect on the money owed. So it sounds like there was a lawsuit. He was assaulted. And because Nicki refused to pay, the person who was assaulted asked the courts to have one of her homes put up for collateral in terms of his money being paid to him. Okay, so Wendy Mueller, who was a security guard at one of Minaj's shows in Germany, said that Minaj owns an 11-bedroom, 6-bathroom, 11,820 square foot home in Hidden Hills, California. The entertainer purchased the home for $19.5 million in December of 2022, according to property records. Now, in his motion, Wendy Mueller explained that he believes that the home is worth enough to pay off the mortgage, liens, and his debt. Said that he pointed out that Minaj has a $13,258,000 mortgage lien on the home. Damn. And a $722,151 homestead exemption, together just under $14 million. So it goes on to say that Weldon Mueller told the court that the property's current fair market value is appraised at $20 million, yielding approximately $6 million in equity beyond the lien and exemption. Now, the amount is more than sufficient to satisfy the judgment, plus accrued interest and enforcement cost. He also goes on to say that the law does not require him to exhaust other collection efforts before asking for the debtor's home to be sold off. Here, there is no doubt that the sale of the dwelling would satisfy the entire judgment with millions to spare, according to him. That said, that Wilder Mueller said that he should not have to wait any longer to receive his money, because he said, hey, Your Honor, the money's right here. You have her going to sell off this home, going to take this home so that I can go and get my damn money and move on with my life. Now, they ain't had no business putting their damn hands on me. So now I'm about to dig all up in your damn pocket. So, Nicki, you have several homes. Sacrifice one so that you can pay this man off and so he can leave y'all alone, because he sounds like he's not going to stop until he gets his money, okay? So, yeah, so she's in trouble there. Let's get into this other topic with her as well. We got another Nicki Minaj post, and then we're going to move on past her, because Nicki is in the news. Honey, the Barb is in the news twice today. So let's get into it. Nicki Minaj alleges multiple people have been using her Amex card, okay, without permission. Y'all know that's a crime. Anytime you use somebody's card without their permission, that is theft / embezzlement, if you will, claiming over $20,000 in unauthorized charges and even a tracking device linked to one suspect's phone. Now let's get into it, all right? Nicki Minaj says that at least 3 different people charged her Amex without permission in just 2 months, allegedly running up over $20,000 in transactions. Now, according to her Instagram story, she has already filed reports to say that one of the alleged thieves was even tracking her location with a device tied back to their own phone number, dummy. Now, Nicki Minaj said that the suspects are all going to jail. So once she gets everybody that's involved on this theft, she's definitely going to be pressing charges and their ass going to be in fucking jail. All right. So let's go ahead and get into what was said. She has 3 different people in a span of 2 months charging my Amex without permission. Some couldn't even explain that they had a brand new card number. Ooh, I gotta get this. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, okay? All right, we're back. Sorry about it, guys. I had to take that. OMG. Okay. I hate to do that when I'm on live, but when it's an important phone call, I gotta get that. So thank you guys for being patient. Okay, let's move along. Of course, as I was telling you guys, shout out to It's On Site. Nicki Minaj says that a couple of them have been doing this for years. Filed their first report a couple of weeks ago. They're all going to jail. So yeah, she's getting ready to press charges on whoever it is that's stealing her money. $20,000 is a lot of money. I know it's probably not a lot to her because she has millions and millions and millions, but that's her money. $20,000 for unauthorized transactions, that's not cool. So whoever's doing that, they deserve to be locked the fuck up because this is something you're knowingly doing. You cannot just up and take somebody's card and just swipe it and use their card for whatever you want to for your own personal pleasures. All right, that is a crime. So one of the credit card thieves has been tracking my moves with a tracking device that led right to his own cell phone number. She said, you can't make this ish up. Laughing my ass off. Won't God do it? Yes, he will. This is what Nicki is saying on her stories. Child. So she's showing here some of the transactions that were made. One for $4,333.22. Another one for $8,030.59. There's a 7,000 one. There's one for $5,552.63. Child, they are doing the fucking most. Who is out here just? You are a bold individual to just be out here, especially that amount. Obviously, whoever was doing this knew that she had that kind of money. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a nice little charge on somebody's ass for doing so. For those of you that have credit cards, definitely check your accounts periodically to make sure, get some fraud alerts on your accounts as well, to make sure that no one is going in your account and just taking money. I know if you take a penny from me, because I stay on my shit just like that. Okay. Yes, honey, I know. All right. My credit cards, I have it all linked to where when there's an amount that's paid, I get an alert that comes immediately over my phone and let me know. Okay. Capital One says this. All right. Whoever else, use my card and find out. I'm going to know right there. It's going to come across my phone. I'll be like, hold up. I ain't do that. All right. So, yeah, make sure you check up on your money, honey, because you got some fraudsters out there, especially with the economy being the way it is. People losing jobs. Fraud is getting ready to go that way. That means up. Theft and fraud about to go up now that the economy is fucked up, thanks to y'all President, honey, Trump. Moving right along. Okay, we can stay on that. I'm staying on that. Yesterday we talked about some tension between Drew Sidora and Micheal, who you guys know will be on the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17. Micheal has spoken out about the most recent beef that was announced. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. All right, they talked about some tensions where Micheal stood up on Drew Sidora, where they almost got into a physical altercation on the show. They're saying that it was filmed, that we will get to see said footage on the new season coming up. So Micheal, she's spoken out. She says Micheal throws shade at Drew Sidora after denying rumors that they had a physical altercation during filming. Now, Micheal says, all right, she says, the audacity, I would never fight someone whose edges and eyebrows are in a fight daily. Leave me out of it. Y'all know she's petty, okay? Y'all know she's petty. She's talking about Drew Sidora. So Micheal goes on to also say, I'm really minding my business and it's getting weird, okay? Child, the shade of it all. Y'all know she's shady as hell. Micheal also goes on to say that the only show that I'm on or in is mine. She says it is called My Little Country Life, album coming soon. Okay, not sure what she means by that, because you are definitely going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She goes on to say, Micheal goes on to say, to make up something like that and paint me as a violent or any sort is crazy. She said a complete lie. I don't fight. I'm grown. Leave me alone. She also goes on to say, in all capital letters, that which someone is yelling whenever they type in all caps with exclamation, stop lying on me. She said, I haven't swung or had any type of physical altercation with anyone in years. She says, I have a whole career and a lot I'm working towards. I'm a grown woman. She said, it's not cute or cool. Leave me alone. So it sounds like she doesn't want to be wrapped up in the drama that's entangled with this whole Drew Sidora situation. If they had some words on the show to where somebody stood up on somebody else, she said, hey, that's not necessarily a physical altercation. That's a bitch, mind your fucking business and stop fucking playing with me. That's one of the hoes. Okay, that's my shit. I like that. But that's what she's giving. It's just a tap on the forehead to check a bitch and let them know. She said, nah, we did not fight. I am a lady. I'm a lady, okay? I ain't out here trying to be up and fighting. I got too much to lose. That's pretty much what she's saying. But we'll see it all play out and unravel on this new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right? As I told you yesterday, they said it will come out on the show or play out on the show. So we'll see. Unless they edit it out, which I hope they don't. Moving right along. All right, Michael Jackson, honey, even though he's not here no more, I know he's pop locking in his grave because his name has been brought up in yet another lawsuit of some little Caucasian kids who have some accusations out here. Now, y'all know Michael's alive. He had all types of accusations and lawsuits against him for inappropriate behaviors and touchy-feely type of situations. They had documentaries on him for different children who came out to say that Michael inappropriately touched them and did things to them. His maid actually came out and said, yes, she witnessed some things that Michael Jackson did inappropriately with a child. I really hope none of these things are true because I like the King of Pop, but if he was on some pedophilia type of shit, I'm not here for that. So they said that Michael Jackson's so-called second family now says that they were his abuse victims all along. Let's get into that. See, and I blame the parents. Let me start with this. I blame the parents. If you allow your small children to go stay at a grown man's house, I don't give a fuck how well he pop lock and moonwalk across the fucking floor, how great he can sing, how many albums he sold. He's still a man. People need to understand that. People get so starstruck that you go and drop your kids off at Neverland, honey, and all types of shit be going on. That's what they were saying. He be locked up in rooms. I watched the documentary. Did you guys watch the documentary with Michael Jackson? They say he's locked up in rooms for hours with young boys, and he would put a bell on the door so that if and when his maid was coming to the door, like the bell would ring. And I don't know why you need to do that if you got a child in the room, maybe to alert him. So if something inappropriate was going on, that he could stop doing whatever he was doing. Okay. So yeah, go watch the documentary. It's all on there. The maid did say that she saw some little boy's underwear in the floor when she went in to make Michael's bed one morning when one of the little boys stayed over because they stayed in his bed. So why was the little boy underwear be on the floor versus on his ass? But let's get into this. Said a new lawsuit just hit the Jackson estate, accusing Michael Jackson of grooming and abusing an entire family that he was close to for over 2 decades. It said that the family behind the claims said that, what's that? The Cassios, the same folks who used to call his second family, that Michael used to call his second family. All right, the Cassios. It says that from what's being said, that Michael first met Dominic Cassios back in the 80s when Dominic was managing a hotel in New York. Said that they became tight and Micheal started spending major time with his wife and kids. It's always the kids, right? Said that he was around so much that he basically became family. He'd eat dinner with them, he'd go on shopping trips, and even bring the kids out to Neverland Ranch. Red flag. It said that the children would copy his style and dress like the little versions of him. The oldest son, Frank, eventually worked for Micheal as his personal assistant. And other things, probably. It said that now, years later, that same family is accusing Micheal of something much darker. So the court papers filed in California claim that he didn't just act like family. Said that the lawsuit says that he manipulated, brainwashed, and sexually abused all 5 siblings for years, started back in the 80s and continuing up until 2009. Why did we hear a lawsuit about this before he passed? Why is this the first time we're hearing about this? Micheal is gone, has been gone for quite some time. His estate is handling all of his things. Why are we just hearing about this? This should have been out there when the other lawsuits were out there against Micheal. Again, we're not telling victims when they should come forward and talk about things, but that would have been the opportune time to go ahead and do whatever you need to do. Obviously, this is for payout because Micheal is not here to serve any time in prison. So you guys are looking for some type of monetary gain for your pain it gives. So I feel like y'all should have filed back then when the other 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lawsuits were filed against Micheal, because it was like every other fucking month he was in court for a child, or for someone who was a child that they said they were molested, so to speak. It says that the documents mention hundreds of alleged incidents. The Cassios are also claiming that in 2020, the Jackson estate tried to keep them quiet with a secret multi-million-dollar deal. It says that Frank, who once praised Micheal in a whole book and called him an incredible man, is now saying that he was also manipulated into protecting him. I don't know about that. I don't know. Again, Micheal, he ain't here. If they said that they were, we got to go with their word until we know otherwise. Again, maybe some lie detector tests could be done. That's another way to find out if a person is being truthful and not just going after the estate for monetary gain because you may have known or been around Micheal, or because you're having some financial difficulty at the time. Again, I really wish that they would have filed this back when Micheal was alive so that we can get more clarity into this situation. But as you guys can see, this family is going after Michael Jackson's estate. Obviously, again, this is for monetary gain for their pain, because Micheal is not here to stand trial and or go to court to do anything. All right, he ain't here no more. He ain't here no more. All right, but there you go. We'll keep our eyes open on keeping our eyes and ears open on what the outcome of that may be. Let's get into some Wendy Osefo news, okay? Because y'all know she and her husband are in a lot of trouble for 7 fraudulent federal charges that she's facing right now. Is it 17? I think it's 17 or something like that. We're going to get into it, honey, because there is an update. And you guys know I love updates. I live to give you guys updates anytime that there is one. Come on over here and I got it. Wesleyan University announces that they have replaced Wendy Osefo as an instructor for the remainder of the semester, according to a newsletter released following her arrest. Y'all know that this was going to happen. They don't want negativity like that attached to their school or anything else attached to them, okay? So now she's losing jobs. She's already lost her wife swap job with Bravo, and she's probably going to get kicked off the fucking show as well. So yeah, when you out here on that type of time, I don't think you thought that far ahead, Wendy. You are a smart girl, but I don't think you thought that far ahead that you were going to be losing other major deals and jobs and things of that sort. Let's get into it. Wesleyan University has announced that they've replaced Wendy Osefo for the remainder of the semester. Wendy had been teaching a course titled the Sociology of Reality TV, Race, Colorism, and Xenophobia. Okay. It says that according to the Wesleyan Argus, that Wendy was actually on campus teaching the day before her and Eddie Osefo's arrest. Now, the university's director reportedly sent an email to students in her class informing them that Courtney Patterson Fayelle will be taking over for the rest of the semester. Ooh. Child. It goes on to say that now the big question, was this Wendy's decision or the school's? It says that I'm leaning towards the university making the call. Let's be real, having a professor facing serious fraud charges doesn't exactly scream positive press for the prestigious institution, and said that they probably wanted to distance themselves before things got messier. I can see that. Okay. Yeah. It says it looked like Wendy's going to have to solely rely on Bravo and Happy Eddie, which is their marijuana company, for income for now. And that Bravo check might need to stretch a little bit further this season. So now you have fucked up your money on other platforms, Wendy. Why would you do that? Okay. Now, Bravo cut you, it's Skid Row for you, baby. If Bravo decides to cut you, they've already cut you from one of their shows, Wife Swap. So if they just say, hey, I don't want no parts of this negativity, this is too much for our network, we don't want the negative banter over here, we don't want Wendy anymore, that's going to put you in a very bad situation. Eddie's probably not getting any cases now. People are probably not trying to be fooling with him now that he has 17 fraud charges against him. I don't think your phone's going to be ringing off the hook too much right now with that shit going on, because this has been on every single solitary publication that you could ever look at. All right. From TMZ to where we are, Mr. Housewives, Neighborhood Talk, CNN. I mean, everywhere. Shit. Everybody knows about this. So, Wendy, I kind of feel a little bit this much I feel bad for Wendy. Can y'all see through my finger? Sociology professor and Real Housewives star arrested on insurance fraud charges, as we all know. Okay. Yeah. Let's get into these tabs. You guys can read this at your leisure. Go over to Mr. Housewives. It gives a breakdown here into what they're saying. It goes on into the burglary. This is kind of like the court documents that we read the other day. I shall not go back and reread them again. Again, if you want to read more into it, you can. It's here on Mr. Housewives. All right. It says an email from our Britain Center Director Kalila Brown Dean sent to students to Odesfo's class explained that Associate Professor of Sociology Courtney Patterson Fay, like I just read to you guys, would take over teaching for the class for the remainder of the semester. Neither the university nor Brown Dean responded to requests by the Argus for comment on Odesfo's arrest. Okay, so they don't want shit to do with you right now, Wendy. They was like, hey, pack it up, get all your shit out the door, girl. Thank you for your services and take it that way. Goodbye. Exit stage left or right. We don't give a fuck. Just get out of here. All right. So this is their mugshots that you guys know from TMZ. They broke the story first, as they always do. Shout out to TMZ on that. I'm still hung on this bang right here, girl. Yes, a total mess. People smiling in their mugshots is always diabolical to me, but go off. Moving right along. This is a nice picture of you, girl, but I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Wendy, they're saying, we don't need you no more. Thank you for your services, girl. You out here on the fraud. You out here a whole criminal. You got 17 fraud charges facing you. And we don't want that type of negativity on our campus. So they have decided to let you go. Moving right along. Y'all can put in there what y'all think. Yeah. Let's get into some Stacey Rusch. I know she is a new castmate for Real Housewives of Potomac. It is said that she is trying to date Chris Monique. Oh, Samuels. Chris Samuels. It was said that she has some type of crush or trying to be dating Chris Samuels. That is a part of her storyline this season. Yeah, so she will be on Real Housewives of Potomac this season. A lot of people were questioning, is she finally divorced yet? Because she was married. This is her husband. On my screen, it said the TMZ does confirm that Real Housewives of Potomac star Stacey Rusch is in fact divorced, despite cast skepticism. I think the cast were questioning whether or not she was fully divorced while she was publicly speaking about going after and trying to date Monique's ex-husband, Chris Samuels. All right. So it says that Stacey Rusch, castmates on the Real Housewives of Potomac, have been skeptical about her divorce from Theomo Rusch, okay, but TMZ has obtained official court documents, as they always do, confirming the split. Now, the couple legally divorced last year with a final decree entered on December 16th of 2024. Themo, which is a weird name, filed for divorce in early December. Oh, he filed, okay, 2024, stating that they had been separated since August 2023. Was it her breath, Themo? Was her breath that bad that you had to divorce her? Because y'all know that they said it's the going thing now that her breath is real bad, child. It said that despite the legal confirmation, the Real Housewives of Potomac drama around Stacey's breakup and surprising reconciliation this season keeps viewers and castmates guessing. So when you guys watch the show this season, just know she is divorced and she is a free woman to go out and date whoever the fuck she wants. And she wants Chris Samuels. All right, Chris done dropped that weight. Chris looking good out here. So the women gonna be on him. He's a nice looking guy. He got a nice corn upon him. He's single now. But it's given that him and Monique, I don't feel like they're all the way done because Monique feels a way about this. She's going to have a confrontation with Stacey this season, I'm seeing, for trying to be hollering at or trying to talk to Chris Samuel. So I don't know if Chris and Monique might be still, doing the thing. Y'all know what I mean? Just because a person get divorced don't mean that they're not sleeping together, because you still have some people that spin the block on their D, and that's just what they do. So it's given that Monique is not fully detached from Chris Samuels, which is her now ex-husband. They might be still humping. Maybe she ain't found nobody that she feels comfortable, because some women do that, even though we ain't together, no, mama still come by there and get some of that thing. And, he come over there at 2:00 in the morning. She tap on the door, ring the doorbell. You have a special tap on the door. Okay. And he comes to the door and he just automatically know it's you, right? He give you that special knock. When you come over there, it's the dick knock. Shit. Y'all know. Okay. It's bump, bump, bump. Okay, and he just know it's you, because don't nobody else knock like that. Okay, so he knows that you coming over there to bring that good, and he just come on and open the door. He ain't got to look through the peephole because he knows it's you. So I don't know, Stacey. I don't think you're gonna be getting none of that good from Chris, because Monique is like this on the dick, girl. Okay, she like, hell no, you won't. You won't be putting your bad breath on this thing over here, because they said that her breath was real funky. All right, but let's move on. Nevertheless, honey, she said, nah, you won't be breathing on this dick tonight, baby. No, you won't. All right. I ain't said Monique said it. All right. I ain't said Monique said it. I'm just relaying the message, honey. Don't shoot the messenger, honey. I'm just bringing you the message. Okay. She said, no, you won't slob over here. Nah. Y'all know Monique is sassy, and she will fight. The way I'm telling you, the way she reached across there on what's the child name? Candace. When she reached over there on Candace's ass, I said, oh, honey, I had to grab my pearls and pop them, girl. I said, I know you didn't. Not on national television, girl. They were bleeding and everything on the show. I said, baby, I had to pop my pearls after that, honey. Okay. All right, let's get into our last topic, because y'all know pop-ins, honey. We don't be here long. We just pop in and give you the news and we get on out of here. All right, last topic. Shout out to It's On Site. Y'all have a special knot. Okay, did y'all have a special knot when y'all were dating? Y'all said real that booty time. Girl, listen. Y'all know when you dating your man or whatever, and y'all got a little special knock. You come over there, you be like, all right, and I'm gonna be what up, Tay? Yeah, you got a special knock when you come over there. You ain't gotta be doing all that shit. You already done called him and text him like, look, now I'm coming over there. What time is it? It's about 5:37. Now by 6:03, it's always an off number. Okay, it's always an off number. About 6:03, now me pulling up in driveway. All right, go ahead and let the garage door open, because you don't want people in your business. You don't want people to see your car over there. Okay, why I'm talking like I did this shit before? Anyway, let me get back in character. So about 6:03, I'm pulling up. So go ahead and hit the garage things and let the garage up so I can pull up in there, so nobody know I'm up over here. Okay, and then you go ahead. Okay, and he know it's you. He ain't got to peep through the peephole like this. And he just open the door and you come over there and you got no drawers on. Y'all going there. And, all right, going to get your whiplash. Get on out of there. All right, get your wig if it was behind the bed. Put it back on. All right, get in your car and peel out. That's how I go. But let's get into this next topic. Okay. Yeah, because this is what you call batshit crazy. This is called premeditation of the crazy. Let's get into this shit, because baby, yeah, Chris look like he grabbed me around the neck. I like that rough shit too. Grab me right here. Let's see. Yeah, this is my shit. Not too hard, because 911 is on speed dial. If you squeeze too hard, I'm calling the police. But just a little bit, just a little pressure to let me know you in charge. I like that shit. All right, and yeah, take me back a little bit like this. Don't squeeze too hard, because I like to holler. Okay, yeah, that shit. All right, let's get into it. This next topic. Did I share too much? Too late. All right, so trial underway for New York woman accused of flying to Florida to confront her boyfriend's alleged other woman. Girl, listen, when two bitches is fighting over one man, you already know somebody about to go snap, crackle, and pop on somebody's ass. And that's what happened here. Check it out. All right, so the alleged other woman, prosecutors say that she starved. We got to say it for YouTube sake, starved. Okay, we got to put an O where the A is. She starved her love rival to unalive. Okay, tried to clean the thing. Okay, like on First 48 with Lysol, girl. You're supposed to use bleach. Well, I'm helping you. Then she flew her ass back home. So you flew in, starved, did this shit here. Okay. All right, you got your dress, got your stuff back on. Okay, went in there, wash your hands real good. Dried them off, got your paper towel, dried them off, do the evidence in the trash, took your ass to the airport and zoomed out. All right, yeah. So let's get into what they got to say. Let's hear first, and then we're gonna read. All right.
Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakina Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim, Kayla Hodgson.
A little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarack in July of 2022, in part to confront Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop. This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson's Tamarack apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning. When Hodgson let her in, Thompson says a conversation about their love triangle quickly turned sour. Thompson says Hodgson hit her over the head with a hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Thompson was 2 months pregnant at the time. She told the jury she had no choice but to grab something sharp and defend herself. Thompson testified that when she thought Hodgson was dead, she tried to clean up parts of the crime scene with Lysol wipes and paper towels. Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakina Thompson told
Yeah, girl, I could tell by these set it off braids right here and that one sticking out. I could tell you did that shit. Let's read into it, child, because baby, you done flew in and dressed like a security guard and then got yourself in some shit you ain't gonna be able to get out of. Oh, a no, no, ma'am. Okay, ain't no dick worth being in jail for the rest of your life over another girl. I promise you, it's more dick out there. I promise you, it is. The trial for 31-year-old Sakina Thompson is officially underway in what is that? Tamarack, okay, I hope I said that right. 3 years after prosecutors say that she flew from New York to Florida to confront her boyfriend's alleged other woman. Now, 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson, and ended up starving, as we call it, okay, her to being unalive. Now, authorities say that Thompson took a flight in July of 2022 with a plan to confront Hodgson face to face. Once she arrived, the situation allegedly turned violent inside Hodgson's Tamarack apartment. It said that the victim was found starved multiple times, and investigators say Thompson tried to wipe down the parts of the scene with Lysol wipes before she hopped on a return flight back to New York like nothing ever happened. When you was on video surveillance, baby, you were, okay, because when you look back like that, your face was all in the camera. So the prosecutors argue the trip alone shows clear premeditation. As I just said, you thought about that. You had time. You went there with the idea of whatever, hey, it's up and stuck, whatever happened just happened. It said that Thompson allegedly made the flight while pregnant and later gave birth behind bars. Girl, you went down there to go fight somebody while pregnant. This man must have had a schlong of gold. Ain't no freaking way. Now, they said, can you imagine you're carrying a baby, you find out that your man's cheating, and instead of walking away or even sending a DM like, hey, Barbara, this is Shelley, all right, woman to woman, some bullshit like that, said that you book a whole flight, cross state lines, and throw your entire life away over a man. Sad thing is, they get ready to take your baby if they haven't already, and your baby gonna be in child protective custody if a family member don't step up and take it. So you're not gonna get to see first steps. You're not gonna hear first words. You're not gonna get to take your child to kindergarten and all the things of the things. Because now you don't unalive somebody over a stupid ass man. When all you had to do was go down there and put him on papers, honey, get your child support. All right, set up your little visitation and say, fuck you, and all of that, and add another neck in there and find you somebody else. Shit, I ain't going to bed. I'm not going to jail for no damn man. Shit, no. All right, it says that now, 3 years later, Thompson faces a first-degree unaliving charge as the case unfolds in court. That's a lesson to you guys, women, men, anybody. If you're dating someone that cheat, walk away. Do not put yourself and your life in any danger, and definitely don't get over there and get to acting a fool and mess around and hurt somebody or unalive somebody, because it only takes, listen, I keep telling y'all, when you're angry, you're much stronger than you are when you're calm. I think a lot of people don't understand that. When you are angry, especially in a situation like this where you're fighting over a man, emotions are high. So your adrenaline is rushing. All it takes is a push. If that person lose their balance and fall, hit their head on something, you are still at fault. You know why? Because you never should have pushed them. Had you not pushed them, they wouldn't have fallen, bumped their head, and not be here or been injured. Okay? Seriously, you people do crazy shit when they get mad. I would not have took my ass to the airport, but I don't know what words were exchanged between the two of them. At this point, it don't matter because you've unalived someone, and now your life is getting ready to be changed forever. I don't know if she had kids prior to that, but now you put yourself in a situation to be taken away from your kids. You done lost your job. Everything that you had prior to this situation, you've lost it over a man. And guess what? Now you just gave him free reign to be with this woman because you ain't in the way no more. You don't think he's gonna still be with her? You don't think he's gonna steal? Well, shit, she's not here, but any other woman, okay? Because yeah, she's not here because you unalived her. But now he's gonna be with any other woman now. So you can't stop him from being with this woman or the next woman that he chooses to be with because you're gonna be in prison. So a man is gonna listen. A man is gonna do what he want to do. If he want to cheat, he's gonna cheat. It don't matter if you move her out of the way. It's in him. The spirit of cheating is upon him. So if he don't cheat with her, he gonna cheat over here. If he don't cheat here, he gonna cheat somewhere else. He's a cheater. You just accept the fact that you got with a dog, somebody that can't be faithful. And if you're dating, it sounds like a long distance relationship because he's in Florida, you in New York. I mean, what you expect? What you expect? Okay, that's why I don't do long distance, child. I never ever wanted when I was dating, because I'm married now. But I never wanted to be in no long distance shit because yeah, I need in-house. I need in-state, same area code type of deal. Y'all feel me? Yeah, no. I don't do that shit. You down there and you in California and I'm in Atlanta. Fuck that. No, sir. We ain't doing none of that. But that's it. That's all I got for y'all. Please don't forget to tap on that like button for me if you can. All right. Thank you all for being here for our quick pop in. Yeah, don't do that with no man or no woman. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. I promise you, it's somebody for everybody. If you got to be babysitting a man, going through his phone, putting tracking devices on his car, calling another woman, fussing her out over him, don't do that shit either. Like, hell no. Don't call no woman, fussing her out, pulling up to her house, ready to fight her. No. Okay. Let him go. He the problem. He's the problem, not her. 9 times out of 10, she probably don't even know about you. To be honest, most of the time, the other person don't even know about you. He's cheated and lied and told her all types of shit. And by the time you pull up, you looking stupid because you're like, who is that? The whole time he ain't told you or told the other woman that he had a whole woman, right? So don't put yourselves in situations that will forever change your life, especially over someone else, because it's not worth it. All right. Thank you guys so much. All my Caramelians, y'all know I love y'all down. Thank you to all of my top flight mods, Truth TV Podcast, Tyra, KVR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead. Thank you guys for doing an awesome job. Okay. Also, thank you. I saw Wente Talk is in here. You guys check her out. Love her. That's the homie. Wente Talk was here. Purple Unicorn, Simple Mom Family TV. Miss Diddy was in the house. JCD Creations. Sunny Days. Thank you. Shay Renee, if you're in the bushes, thanks for being here. Did we have anybody else that I missed? Let me know, Mars. If you're in here, content creator, just type me and so I can acknowledge you for being over here and supporting the channel. Okay. Y'all, please tap on the like so we can push the video into the algorithm. All right. I will try to tap in with you guys one more time because there's a lot of stuff going on today. News is like, so I got to stay on it. Okay. I got to stay on it, doggone it. That's it. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. All right. You guys tap on my like for me. Y'all have a wonderful day. Keep your notifications on. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so that you guys can get all this news and I know you guys can use. All right. Thank you guys all for your support. Until the next video. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're deceived with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. wanna know, man, I still go. Go, 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 still go, 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 slow, go, still go, 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 still go. I know, man, so no, no, still go.